Hey everyone, welcome to episode 2. Sorry about it's been quite a bit since I've posted episode 1. Been quite busy, but it's not officially episode 2 because this is just the deck list for both the decks. So on the Shadal deck, it's mainly just go look at Team Samurai X1's video. He describes the deck way better. One thing I am going to be searching for to start off this deck is Cross Sheep. I did some dueling earlier against some True Dracos. I believe that's the deck what it was. On Dueling Nexus. And I used Cross Sheep, and without Cross Sheep, really the deck struggles. The times that I could not get Cross Sheep off, I was really struggling. Side deck, 2 Lava Golems, 2 Dark Arm Dragon, 2 Twin Tisters, and only 1 Lost One. Chose to do these just for, I don't know, just going to try these ones out specifically and see how it goes. Next, we're going to be looking at the Blue Eyes deck, and not going to be completely strict on the rules with starting off this deck. There's some cards that I previously had that have all come from sealed products or those random boxes that I've gotten, but that's just what we're going to do. Man, maybe I should have organized these before. But starting off, let's just go with the way the cards are shuffled. So good luck. It's a little disorganized. We got Neo Kaiser Glider. He helps you discard and then get one of your Blue Eyes out on the field. This is the Blue Eyes deck, just a reminder. Really nice. Maiden with Eyes of Blue. Really nice tuner. The only problem that I'm worrying about with getting her out is her effect not being able to proc off. So I'm going to have to mess around with her. Maybe take her out of the deck. We'll have to see. Fusion Gate. Now, this one's an interesting one because looking at it right away, your opponent gets access to so many fusions because of this one card as well as you. But the reason why I have it, just for now, to help get more fusions off, since I only have 1 copy of Super Poly, is an MST. So throw Fusion Gate out, do as much as I want, then pop it with MST. And if it gets negated, then I'm kind of screwed, and it's a thing I've dug myself into, but right now we're going to go with it. And later on, I'll get rid of it. So Deep Eyes White Dragon, only running 1 copy because that's all I have right now. Going to be looking for 3, same with some of the other White Dragons that I have in here. Really great card, don't know if it's effect. Whenever Blue Eyes gets destroyed, it brings itself out and targets a dragon monster in the graveyard to take its attack and defense. I have some great targets for this in here. We got Dragon Shrine to dump some of the White Stone of Legends that I have to get some more Blue Eyes into your hands. So yeah, there's White Stone of Legends. Next is, I have 2 copies of Blue Eyes Alternate White Dragon. Let me get the other one out. This card's just fantastic. Going to be looking for a 3rd one. Just a really good card. The only problem I've run into so far is I get my Blue Eyes out in the field too early and I can't use these. So we're going to have to mess around with that a little bit. Card of Consonance is kind of sitting in here for now. Might be taking it out, but allows you to +2 by getting rid of one of my tuners. I have 3 of these Schwarzschild Limit Dragons, and they're really good for going second right now if your opponent has at least 2,000 damage on the board. If you get all 3 in your opening hand, you have 3 special summonings, which is kind of not the greatest because they're all the exact same pretty much, but they allow you to instantly access some of our XYZ monsters that we're going to be going, XCs, whatever you want to call them, through later on. Really good card to just get some monsters on the board to do some stuff with. We got Soul Exchange. I just put this back in the deck because I got rid of a monster, but it's a nice little card. Allows you to tribute your opponents to get a monster out. Decoy Dragon, as long as any of these high level monsters 7 or higher is in the graveyard, you can get them out on the field. The dangerous part is 300 attack, and if your opponent decides to negate his effect, it's just kind of screwed. Trade-in, really good to dump some of the level 8 monsters like the Schwarzschild, any of those guys that you can't use anymore, or if you just need cards in your hand. Like I said earlier, we got the White Stone of Legends. I believe we have 2 of these. Let me see if I can find the second one. Oh, I already put it down. So there that goes. Next, we got Rider of Stormwinds, another tuner that allows to protect your Blue Eyes, mainly. We got 2 Crystal Dragons. Let me find the second Crystal Dragon. There it is. This one's really easy with a lot of the combos to get this card out, to be able to get a Blue Eyes into your hand like that. Really, really nice. Really, really good. Next is 3 copies of Blue Eyes White Dragon, and each are different art because why not? We got the movie pack, we got Kaiba's Reloaded over here, and then a Saga of the Blue Eyes White Dragon structure deck. Blue Eyes, must I say more? Another spell card, we got Silver's Cry, allowing to get some of the Blue Eyes or the other level 8 normal monster I have in the deck, which you will see soon, out onto the field from the graveyard. Silent Doom allows you to get one of your normal monsters. Mainly, can't think if there's any other normal monsters other than Blue Eyes and the other level 8 that I haven't shown just yet. So it's easy to get it on the field to get some your XCs or anything else like that. Ancient Rules running 2 copies because special summoning level 6 or higher. Or level 5 or higher. There's a lot of high level monsters in this. We got the Dragon, this guy. I can never pronounce his name right, so I'm not even going to try. If you get him early in the game, it's a free special summon. If not, if you contribute him later on, you get the free special summon from anywhere, which is really nice. Next, running 2 copies of Kaiba Man. Really good. Get him out of the field, tribute him, Blue Eyes right out on the field. Super easy to do. Interplanetary Purpley Thorny Dragons, some protection from some of your monsters. You have this in your hand. One of your monsters gets killed at any point and sent to the graveyard. Boom, you got another monster to replace it. It's not the strongest, but like let's say you get something like your this dragon, and he gets popped. This guy is even stronger, so you know. Next, we got a double. Oh no, there's the other White Stone Legend. Haha. Next, we got another double combo, which is White Dragon, Wyvern Buster, and Black Dragon, Collar Serpent. Some free special summons. You know, they're nice. Next is the only trap now. I took the other one out, which is Castle of Dragon Souls. Really what you can do with this is just strengthen up your monsters by banishing some higher level monsters from your graveyard. So if your opponent decides to destroy this, or if you use MST on it on this one instead, then you can get those special summons back out on the field, which is nice. Next is Super Poly. It's Super Poly, must I say more. Really good card. Monster Reborn. You know, Monster Reborn. Not completely banned at the moment, I believe. If not, I'll be taking this out. Next, we got Double Summon. Really cool card. Allows you to normal summon twice per turn, which is just really nice for a lot of this stuff. Instead of special summoning, some of this stuff is like you need to, let's say you open to a hand of like Crystal Dragon and your Decoy Dragon and really nothing else. And as long as you have Double Summon, you can get the Crystal Dragon to, as long as you're not going first, to get a Blue Eyes out in the field. And then if you have your alternate, boom, you can pop them out in the field. With mainly this card, which is really nice. Might be looking for some more in the future. We'll see. Guardian of Felgrand is a monster that I'm thinking about taking out later on. Nice little pop him out on the field, equip a monster to him, and then tribute later for summons. But you also have to lose another monster, which is why I'm thinking about getting rid of him. Next is my last copy of trade-in, and lastly, before we go into the extra deck and side deck, is Rabbit Dragon. Decided to keep this guy. He's a level 8 normal monster, so a lot of these like trade-ins can target him as well as my Blue Eyes, so I don't have to lose my Blue Eyes. I can just get rid of him. And, you know, it's more normal level 8 monsters. Lastly is the extra deck. So we got number 107, Galaxy Eyes Tachyon Dragon. There's so many level 8s in this deck that he's not that hard to get out, and his effects is really good. You can even use 2 Blue Eyes, send them to the graveyard, and then use stuff to get them back out on the field. Next is Azure Eyes Silver Dragon. Nice little protection, and also to get normal monsters. So you can even dump one of your Blue Eyes, and then as long as this monster's still alive next turn and not negated, boom, you can get him back near your standby phase. Then we got Muddy Mud Dragon. Allows you to get more fusion material for our next 3 little fusion monsters. It's kind of there. I don't have the deck full of synchros at the moment, so that's the only reason he's really there. Next, starting off, we got Neo Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. I'm looking for 3 of these. That's what I want to get, because its effect able to dump Blue Eyes fusion monsters to just do some, to attack even more. There's other, obviously, fusion Blue Eyes monsters that I can throw in this deck, and even one right behind that I have. So it's really nice, and it's a huge attack monster. If they don't have anything to really protect, you can OTK with this card on the field alone. As long as they have nothing to fully block you, you're set. Next, we got Blue Eyes Alternate Ultimate Dragon. This is another one for Blue Eyes, Neo Blue Eyes Dragon, Ultimate Dragon to dump. But if you can use one of your alternate Ultimate Dragons to get them out on the field, you got some really nice effects popping 3 cards like that. And it's you know, it's really nice. And lastly, we got 5-Headed Dragon. Reason this card is in here is it's possible to get him out on the field. It's difficult. It's possible. But even if you don't get him out on the field, some cards that I'm probably going to be looking for in the future that will dump him into the graveyard, using him as a Deep Eyes target for that 5,000 is really nice. And I don't have a full extra deck at the moment. It's only sitting at 6. Until the new Master Rule 5 takes effect, I have to look for some Link monsters for this, but I don't think I'm going to be taking this out on any tournaments anytime soon. Considering the fact I'm kind of taking this a little more casual right now and kicked back. So this will honestly just do for now until Master Rule 5 kicks in, and we won't need links for this deck either or anymore. Same with the Shaddolls. I'm thinking about holding off on looking for Cross Sheep until Master Rule 5 kicks in, and whenever that happens, I'll just get rid of, or I won't even really need Link monsters at that point in time for it, since it is based heavily on fusion. We'll have to see. Got some really nice stuff here. And like I said, I haven't really fully tried out this deck. I've been messing around with it quite a bit. But one deck, or the Shaddol deck, I messed around with a bit today, did some duels with a friend. And honestly, it worked really well. I needed Cross Sheep, so that's one thing I'm going to look for unless I can hold out. So the side deck for this one is 1 for 1. If I really need to get some stuff out, I have this. It's kind of just there right now. It's not the most useful, but I'm keeping it just in case in my side deck, because my side deck is only 4 cards. Next is Burst Stream of Destruction. Really nice way to clear your opponent's board if you're going second, so that's why I have it in here. The only downside is you lose all your Blue Eyes damage. So that's why it's in the side deck and no longer in the main deck. I did have it in there for a little bit. Next is Komodo Dragon. Really nice because you can get some, what do you call it? You can get a special summon out. And because all of this deck is pretty much dragons, then all of that is set. The only problem, and the reason why it's no longer in the main deck, and I might be just popping out of the side deck whenever I get enough cards, is because of the fact that whenever you do that, you can't attack. So like using this and then destroying this monster in any way, like summoning this out on turn 1, using the double summon to be able to tribute this would allow me to special summon and set up, and I can't attack anyway, so it's good. But you'll just have to see. Next is Heliosphere Dragon. I had this guy in here in the deck, and the more I thought about it, the more dangerous this card gets. It's really good if your opponent just burns all their cards in their hand in 1-2 turns, and they can't build up for a few turns, which will just stop attacks. But the only problem I'm worried about is negates. So maybe if the opponent, my opponent is, if I go second and the player I'm playing against really just dumps a lot of stuff out on the field, then maybe I might side deck him in just in case I get a dud hand. But I'm looking for not even having a chance of getting a dud hand ever. So yeah, pretty much all of these except maybe Burst Stream and Destruction are viable to get rid of at the moment, but they're kind of just sitting there as options. But yeah, so that is the deck list. Tried out the Shaddolls, like I said, they're working. Blue Eyes, I haven't really got around to trying, and I'm kind of scared to, but because no links in here is really gonna suffer. So I think I'm gonna look for a link to try out the deck with for now until Master Rule 5 kicks in. But yeah, I think really what we're going to be looking for. How I'm going to do this is if I do the week by week basis, it's only been $20 per deck per week. So I think I'm going to go for Ignition Assault, looking for Cross Sheep, maybe, depending on what time I go full blown into this. And then this, I'm going to have to see looking for Deep Eyes, and the Blue Eyes alternate is probably what I'm going to be searching for, and some more of these fusions that are really good. So the movie packs, probably 2 movie packs and some Ignition Assault is what I'm thinking. But at the same time, I'm maybe thinking about some of the hand traps like Ash Blossom and all that. So we'll have to see. I know there's more Shaddoll support coming this year, so this is going to be fun. If you guys have any suggestions, what you think we should go for each deck, remember, only $20 a week, is leave down in the comments. And for 1 week, I can honestly just buy stuff for 1 deck and focus on the other, or we can put both of them together and get cards that are going to be shuffled through the decks depending on which ones I take to any tournaments. So like putting them both together to be able to have the money to buy the box with Ash Blossom and stuff like that, and letting them, I keep shaking the camera, letting them be used in both decks, since these both won't be used probably at the same time, ever. They shouldn't be. Isn't the worst idea in the world. So, But that's the video. That's part 1.5 is what I'm going to call it. Because part 2 will be some more opening, and I don't know when that's going to come out, so I'm not going to promise like next week or anything like that. Probably not going to be for a while. Got to get some money thing figured out. But I hope you guys enjoyed. That's these decks. They're really fun. And like, comment, subscribe, and if you guys do some sealed only like I have seen in the comments, good luck and have fun, because so far I've had so much fun with this. See ya.